students. So today we'll start with the next topic of your chapter number 10, which is microbes in human welfare. The topic is microbes in sewage treatment. So what do you mean by sewage treatment? Sewage is the waste water that comes out of our homes, industries, hospitals and different places. So that wastewater, which is known as sewage, that wastewater cannot be directly introduced into the water bodies. That we all know. What will happen? Those waste, the waste that is present there will use up all the oxygen in the water bodies and aquatic animals will die. So these wastewater have to be treated and then introduced into the water bodies. So in order to treat, what happens is in this wastewater there are different organic and inorganic pollutants. Okay, organic and inorganic pollutants. So these organic and inorganic pollutants are dangerous. Along with that, the main thing which is dangerous is the human excreta. This is the main component in this wastewater. So all these have to be treated. Okay. So to treat the wastewater, we have certain STPs. STP means sewage treatment plant. Okay, note down. STP is sewage treatment plant. So in sewage treatment plant, this wastewater will be treated and made it, and in order to introduce very less or negligible number of pollutants into the river bodies or into the water bodies, the water is treated or the waste is treated. So in sewage treatment plant, there are two types of treatment. One is primary treatment and the second is secondary treatment. Okay, so these two we have to know in detail, what is primary treatment and what is secondary treatment. So in primary treatment, first we'll see what happens in primary treatment. In primary treatment, two steps mainly occurs. One is filtration and next is sedimentation. Okay, so the wastewater will flow through a tunnel. Okay, it will flow through a tunnel and will fall on a tank. So this wastewater will first be, let's say this is a membrane. This is a membrane. The wastewater will first be filtered here. The first step is filtration. Wastewater will be filtered here. Then it will fall. The remaining grits or pebbles, whatever will be left, will fall here along with the liquid part. So here the grits or pebbles they settle down. So this process is sedimentation. This is sedimentation and this is filtration. Okay. So here this liquid part is known as effluent and this grits or pebbles is known as sludge. So this sludge is not necessary, it will be thrown and this effluent will further be treated in secondary treatment. So let's see what happens in secondary treatment. So the first step in secondary treatment, okay, before that, secondary treatment is also known as biological treatment. Why biological? Because secondary treatment has involvement of living microbes. Has involvement of living microbes. So it is also known as biological treatment. Living microbes, why? Because this will contain different heterotrophic microbes, and those are known as flocs. Remember this term. Okay, the living microbes are known as flocs. So flocs are what? They are an association of bacteria with fungal filaments. So flocs are an association of bacteria with the fungal filaments. They are present in a mesh-like or network-like structure. Okay. So these flocs, what will they do? The effluent will be transferred. This effluent here, this will be transferred here in an agitation tank. Okay. Agitation or aeration tank. Now why is this called aeration tank? Because here there is continuous supply of air or oxygen. So what will air or oxygen do here? The air or oxygen will help in agitation of the effluent. Okay, in agitation of the effluent, and then the flocs. These flocs will grow. These flocs are present here inside. These flocs are present here. The effluent will come. Then because there is continuous supply of air or oxygen, these blades will rotate. Okay, so the effluent will agitate and flocs will grow. Now what is the function of these flocs? These flocs will oxidize the organic matter present in the sewage. So in sewage there is organic matter. These flocs, they will oxidize the organic matter. Here we have to know another term, which is BOD. BOD means biochemical oxygen demand. Now what is this BOD? The definition will be how much oxygen is utilized to oxidize 1 liter of organic matter. How much oxygen is utilized to oxidize 1 liter of organic matter. So, in secondary treatment, these flocs will oxidize the organic matter. Then, when it will oxidize, the amount of BOD, the demand, the oxygen demand will be more. So, the more number of pollutants, the oxygen demand or the BOD will be more. So, here we should remember one thing, the secondary treatment will continue till BOD is reduced. Till BOD is reduced, the secondary treatment will continue. After the BOD is reduced, where will this effluent and the flocs go? It will go to another tank, which is the settling tank. In the settling tank, the flocs and the effluent will reach. There will be the flocs and the effluent. Okay. So here this effluent is with very little amount of waste. These flocs, this will again be sent to the aeration tank, because these have bacteria along with fungal filaments. These are microorganisms. This can be used again. So the flocks will go back to the aeration tank for the new wastewater that will come. Wastewater will keep coming. So when the new wastewater will come, this flocks will work on that. So next, this effluent remains. This effluent will, yes, one more thing, this flock, since it goes back here, this will be known as activated sludge. This will be known as activated sludge because again it will work as sludge. Okay. And it will be activated. It already has a lot of microorganisms in it. Then the effluent from here will go to another tank, which is the anaerobic sludge digester. Now what is this? See, the flocks are the microorganisms. This was the aeration tank. Here there is no microorganism or no aeration tank. So here in the effluent that will reach here, anaerobic sludge digester means anaerobic microorganisms will work on this. Anaerobic microorganism, an example is methanogen. Okay, methanogen. This organism will work on the effluent and release methane, carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. Also hydrogen also it may release. So the effluent that will reach here will be cleaned by methanogen, and which gives these three gases. So these three gases, we'll come to this in the next topic. These three gases will be used for biogas production. This can be used again. And this effluent that remains, it can be released or introduced into the water body. So that is mainly the primary and secondary treatment. This much only you need in sewage treatment. First is primary treatment, which includes filtration, sedimentation. The wastewater will be filtered, it will be settled here. So next, this we don't need, we just need the liquid part, the effluent part. So the effluent will go through secondary treatment or biological treatment. Why? Because it has flocks, which is bacteria and fungal filaments in a mesh-like network. So the flocks, what will they do? In the aeration tank, when the effluent will reach the aeration tank, the flocks will, the wastewater will start agitating due to continuous supply of air or oxygen. And the flocks, what will they do? They will oxidize the organic matter that is present here. So the BOD, when it will be reduced, the effluent will go to the settling tank. In the settling tank, the flocks will be treated as activated sludge and they go back to the aeration tank. The effluent that remains, that is somewhat with less number of pollutants, so they will go to the anaerobic sludge digester, where anaerobic microbes like methanogen will clean the wastewater, which can be directly introduced and then introduced into water bodies, and the methanogen will also release methane, carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide, which can be used for biogas production. Here you have to note down two more things. I love this part. Just note down two things. Our government has introduced two plants to clean the sewage, because nowadays there are more pollutants, so the more number of wastewater, more amount of wastewater has to be cleaned. So for that, the government has introduced two plans. One is GAP, means Ganga Action Plan, and one is YAP. This is the Yamuna Action Plan. You have to remember these two plans. The government has introduced these two plans to clean sewage. Okay, so this part is over. In the next topic, we'll see microbes in biogas production. Thank you.